Who do you think's going to win out of the main event between Volkanovski and Topuria?
There's a lot of talk going around about the main event this week. Obviously, Topuria's undefeated. He's young. He's aggressive. He's hungry. He wants to be the champion. He's that person who's hungry to win, to prove how good he is, to earn that UFC champion status. Then you've got someone who's dominated the division for a long time against some of the best fighters on the planet. I feel like the last fight is what people are judging Volkanovski on. And I feel like that's very unfair to be judging him a week off the couch or however long it was off the couch to fight arguably one of the most dangerous men in the entire UFC pound for pound. So when I think of Volkanovski, I think of someone who's able to outstrike Yair Rodriguez, someone who's able to outpace Max Holloway, someone who's able to out-grapple and find a way to win against Brian Ortega. So until I don't see him have success in his weight division, I'm going to think Volkanovski is going to be the guy who's getting his hands around. I've seen it time and time again. He's able and capable of finding a way to win, even in the toughest of situations.
Oh, yeah. Both amazing fighters. I think it's like it's cliche, but like a old lion, young lion. I still with champ, Volkanovski.
Final one for me. Obviously, big title fight on the same card and in March in Miami. So how do you see the Topuria and Volk fight going, and how do you see Sean O'Malley versus Cheeto Vera rematch going?
That's a good one. That's I like Ilia, but I know Ilia is also going for Murat. And I think me and Volkanovski kind of shook on it yesterday. He's like, I'm going for you, so you better go for me. But I think it's hard to bet against a guy like Volkanovski. But I said it before. The time to fight Volk would be now. Get him right after a knockout. You know what I'm saying? Could the Matador and Ilia Topuria get him to exchange? Volkanovski. Could Volkanovski break him with his lateral movements? Bring back those fakes, inside kicks. Play the mouse rather than the cat. You know, if he's able to, it's for Volkan. It's really Volkanovski's game plan's going to change it, because we know that Ilias is going to come. He's going to come, and he's going to go. But I think the biggest key for Volkanovski is going to be the leg kicks. If you watch his last fight, Ilia against Josh Emmett, Josh Emmett was 7 for 7 and stopped kicking. Volkanovski, watched some of my fight feedbacks. He'd, which I know a lot of these guys have watched it. But anyhow, I think I like them both. But if there's one guy that needs to make the adjustment in that fight, it's Volkanovski. Because power, that button right here after getting knocked out, if Ilia touches it there again, when that dude has power, it could be a good night for Volk too.
All right, I got 2 questions for Max. So, huge featherweight main event tomorrow. Who's walking away with that belt? And how do you think you stack up against the challenger, Ilia Topuria?
Brother, first, I'll answer the second question first. There's a reason they didn't give me Ilia. They wanted him to make it to this fight.
That's right.
And the first fight, and the first question is, Volk, man. Volk is hearing you guys chatter. Volk's last fight, getting finished, whatever. He's hearing the old man talk. The guy really got the dog in him. You guys gonna find out tomorrow. I think so. He finishes Ilia within, bro. Before 5.
Volkanovski's headlining this card, so how do you see his fight going?
Mate, I understand Topuria's like he's a demon in the division. He's a nightmare for a lot of people. But I think it'd be very hard to bet against Volk. Like Volk's probably the best featherweight to ever do it. He's sensational. If anyone's gonna back up, it's gonna be him.
For the main event, I'm gonna go with Alex Volkanovski. Yeah, Volkanovski. I'm gonna go with Alex. I think I've never seen Ilia's ground game, but I mean I've seen Alex get out of Ortega's triangle and takedowns and all that stuff. So I think he's gonna have a lot more weapons.
Topuria.
I got Volk, man. I'm Team Volk. Been riding with him for a long time. I think it's gonna be UD. unanimous decisions.
Увидев Илью тут в гостинице, я вижу, как он заряжен. Я думаю, сложный бой будет, и чемпиону придется нелегко.
You know, I saw Ilia here in the hotel, and I see the way he's set to fight, the way he's looking, the way he's motivated. Honestly, I think it's going to be a very tough fight for the champion.